What's good, guys? It's TSG. In today's video, we're going to be having a look at the most recent council notes to see what's actually going on behind the scenes. In my opinion, there's actually a lot of interesting stuff here that I'm really excited to cover. So the first thing is, this is the council meeting that happened on October the 1st. The attendees were Sheep, Vedamore, Kieran, Daraji. Santiago wasn't there, but he did speak to Kieran ahead of the meeting, so his insights were definitely taken into consideration. And Rich, the community manager, the guy who's actually writing all of these notes. Again, much love to Rich for doing this. Appreciate you for giving us this insight into what's going on with the councils. So this topic right here is a big one. So the CFTC DAO implications. For anyone who doesn't know what the CFTC is, it is the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. As we all know, Illuvium is a DAO, and that is a decentralized autonomous organization. And currently, as we can see here, it's not clearly defined, and whether we're going to get a clear legal definition is in the short term, it doesn't look like it. Honestly, these regulators are quite slow when picking up on these new trends, so it looks like it's going to be unclear for the foreseeable future. The Illuvium lawyers are working on legal structures to protect the council and the DAO from everything that is going on. I know there's been a bit of scrutiny recently with crypto and DAOs and NFTs and things like that, so it looks like we're kind of being proactive and making sure that we're protected and doing things in an ethical way and to get ahead of any regulations that are going to be coming. This has been said before, but it's also mentioned here again that Illuvium is working with the Australian regulators and making sure that we are actively trying to do the right thing in regards to crypto regulation and being the forefront of pushing crypto adoption. So we know generally that Australia is actually pretty forward looking when it comes to crypto. We're really trying to make a stand with IMX, with Illuvium, with synthetics. There's a lot of things happening in Australia, which is making Australia somewhat of a hub for crypto. So with the Australian government understanding there is such a massive opportunity in this industry, they're not out here trying to hinder that upcoming potential. What they are trying to do is to regulate it in a way where it keeps everyone involved safe and allows them to actually go forward full speed rather than taking a step forward and having to deal with repercussions. I do know that in the crypto land and the decentralized space, a lot of people are actually pretty against regulation. But in my opinion, I think regulation is actually very, very beneficial for us as an entire industry. Something that actually says that these guys are not a scam. We have looked at them and they're actually doing the right thing. They're following the legal way of doing it. I think having well thought out regulations actually gives a lot of credibility to the space. So over time, I'm actually excited to see more and more regulation, not over regulation, but some regulation. It kind of shows to everyone that no, we are a real space and we're not here just trying to scam everyone, because that clearly is not what we're trying to do. And the last thing on this topic of regulation is actually that in order to be listed on a known T1 exchange, the legal team has conducted rigorous evaluation and deemed ILV to not be a security. So I think this is massive. We already know that T1 exchanges have been under scrutiny. They've already started to be regulated. So for them to come out and say that ILV is not a security is a massive, massive deal. Moving on to council NDAs. This is actually, again, very, very exciting. With the protection of council mentioned above and governance V2, they're actually having their lawyers drafting up NDAs that the council will need to sign upon being elected. So this way they're actually able to get more information, because I do know that is a conversation about how sometimes the council feels like they don't know enough to make well-informed decisions about what's going on internally. So with them signing that NDA, they're actually going to be much more aware of everything that's going on, and we're going to be protected that they're not just going to go spilling secrets and things like that. So I think it's really, really good for them to get this information, as well as having this information to make better informed decisions for the DAO as a whole. I think overall this is a very, very bullish thing to happen, and I'm actually very excited to be working closer with the council members now that they're going to be let in on a lot more things that we are doing internally. The next thing, and I feel like this is something that's being brought up in every single council meeting, is the Tier 5 land sale. They're essentially saying that all of the council is agreeing that there's no need to rush the Tier 5 land sale until the markets turn more positive. I completely agree. I don't think it makes sense to be rushing the T5 sale. Like, there's nothing really that we're going to be getting out of it apart from the revenue, and even then it's not maximizing the revenue, so it's not actually the most beneficial thing to do. The downside is that the potential T5 landowners won't be able to make blueprints, but again, like they say, it's just 2 pieces of land. So is that really worth getting less than maximum value just so that 2 owners can get some blueprints? To me, again, it looks like we're in a position where we have to make a trade-off of some kind, and I think trading off the 2 landowners getting blueprints for maximizing the value and maximizing the revenue generated, that to me makes more sense. So I definitely align with the council members here. And the final point in this meeting is governance v2 drafts. So we know we're going to be transitioning from governance v1 to governance v2. It looks like Rich has already completed that first initial draft of this governance v2. So we're going to be having a look at it, going over it, seeing how we can improve it and fine tuning it, and then putting it forward. That's it, guys. It was a very short one today, but I think there were a lot of key points, really important topics being discussed. Mainly the regulations. I think that's very, very bullish for Illuvium as a whole, as a DAO. And I'm really excited to see how we keep moving forward regarding these regulations. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this type of content, if you found it insightful, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.